Hello. All right. I want to talk with you about plateaus. I'm going to be doing a couple videos on some issues I actually see with people not eating enough, not going to maintenance calories, struggling with this idea of doing the same thing with their eating and wondering why things aren't working. I just kind of have been seeing a collective issue around all of these things. So last night in our Half Size Me community webinar, we had a great question come from somebody who said, okay, I know my deficit calories, I know my maintenance calories, but I tend to find I plateau very easily, and I'd like to try to avoid that happening, but I really don't know if I want to go to maintenance calories to do that. What should I be doing? What should I be thinking about? What you have to really understand, all a plateau is your body has figured out how to survive on less food and the physical activity you're doing, and it has found equilibrium. It is now downgraded to be able to do all those things and to keep you consistent. And just to be clear, a plateau is 6 or more weeks at the exact same weight. So on week 1, you weigh in at 199, and then on week 6, you're still weighing in at 199. It is not a slowdown in weight loss, which that can very much happen. People will lose quite a bit at the beginning when their body is adjusting to all the changes, and then they start to stabilize, and then it slows down. Slowdown is not the same as stopping. Okay, so stopping is I'm at a full-on plateau, I'm not losing anymore. So your body has adjusted, and what you kind of only have 2 courses of action, right? One is to eat less, which at some point you will hit a point of no return where you can't keep going that direction. So I'm eating 1,600 calories today. I get down to 1,400. I get down to 12. You just can't go forever in that direction. This is why I actually prefer you switching from something like 8 weeks in a deficit, or whatever amount of time you feel you can handle that in a reasonable time frame, and then taking a 2 or even 4 week maintenance break. And the reason is, and I see this all the time, I actually had 2 clients start their maintenance breaks at the exact same time while they're working with me. Both of them actually lost weight during their maintenance break. Why would that happen, right? They're eating more calories. Why would that happen? Your metabolism changes based on your food consumption, based on what you eat, how many calories you eat. Your body changes. It is just because it looks the same on the outside, you don't understand on a molecular level things are happening, right? Change is occurring. Hormones are changing. Everything is changing. Because of that, now you've stimulated a new response. You've put more food in. You're eating differently. So now your body responds. And this is super helpful for somebody who is going to be in a plateau at some point, to be on purpose going from deficit to maintenance. You could just bump in. Her other question was, do I have to go fully up to maintenance? Could I just bump up my calories? You can, but I tend to see people have a much better response going back to maintenance and then coming back down. So I just want to encourage you to think about plateaus completely differently. It's not something that is out of your control. You can choose on purpose to add variety to what you're doing so your body doesn't become complacent, which is really what a plateau is. You've been dieting, you lost 20 pounds, you've been eating at 1,800 or 1,200 or whatever calories. Your body is now used to that food amount. Whatever exercise you've been doing to do that, it's also used to that. So now it's not giving you any great response to that because it's used to it. So then going up to maintenance calories gives you a good psychological break, but it also gives your body a chance to adapt. By putting that food back in, it boosts the metabolism. So I just want to encourage you to think about plateaus differently. Know that if you're more prone to falling into them, that just means your body is better at adapting than other people's body, and that you want to kind of be prepared for that. Could you eat less? Yes, it's not my preferred way of doing it. I love seeing women go up to their maintenance calories calories, seeing them actually get excited about their weight trickling down, even eating that much, and then going back into a deficit. They feel better, their hormones kind of come back up to a more normal level for that few weeks, and then when they go back in, it's a better response. And yes, the more weight you lose, your maintenance calories may tweak a little bit. But for a couple weeks, it's not the same thing as if you're going to stay in a maintenance phase indefinitely, because you are now at your goal weight, which that requires a lot more consistency, and it requires a lot more tweaking and a lot more time, to be quite honest with you. I have a client right now, she's actually getting into maintenance permanently. And I will say probably the whole process with the way her menstrual cycle falls, about 8 weeks for us to know for sure if we've zeroed in on her maintenance calories based on her new weight. So I just want to encourage you, think about plateaus differently. Do not be scared of maintenance breaks. Make sure you're doing them responsibly, which means having a meal plan, including maybe 100 or so calories more at mealtime, and then maybe giving a little extra to snacks or treats, but not an exorbitant amount. That's the problem. When we get that extra 300 to 500 calories and we put it all towards the donuts, the cupcakes, and the whatnots, that's not a good approach. Good approach, normal breakfast, lunch, dinner, add in a couple extra 100 calories to each meal, maybe an extra 100 calories to treats and snacks, and that way you're not eating foods that are kind of out of your normal routine. I hope this video helps. Please like and subscribe. Remember, you don't have to be in a plateau if you're very strategic with how you do this. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.